got here.
I really like
Mary Sue, Raquel. Here we go. Number 4. Love it.
How is in Spain? We will air the 4th season in October. So for the people over there, they don't know
wow,
yet.
they get to go on the ride this October? That's so exciting.
So how is Asta, your character, going to evolve in this 4th season?
In the first season or the 4th?
No, the 4th.
I think in order to answer that without giving too much away, it's evident that Asta's been on a trajectory of finding herself and loving herself. And she got out of an abusive relationship in the very beginning in the pilot, and I think she is a people pleaser and a peacekeeper, and I think her dad and Darcy and even Harry have encouraged her over each season to, what is it you want? How do you feel? What do you want to do? And I just feel like we're gonna get a chance to see her really just figure that out by the end, like what that really means, and there's liberation in that. There's a freedom in finally asking a question for so long, and then finally, honestly, like the fact that this is our last season, like you've been asking for so long, when is it gonna, when is the end coming? Because it always felt like it was near, and now we know the answer. So there's even though it's sad, there's relief in that, So I think she's on a trajectory of self-love.
Asta's relationships are kind of, for me, the most fun part about the series, because her relationship with Darcy is different than how she deals with Harry, and she gets to have all these people in her life who are either her cheerleader or she's a cheerleader for them. How was it getting to build that out throughout the 4 seasons and getting to work with your fellow actors to make those as strong as they can be?
We have such an awesome chemistry as a cast. I don't think we really had to work that hard to build those relationships. I think it was more about the situations we were put in with the writing team and the storyline. And there were definitely times I, as Sarah, didn't agree with how Asta and Darcy had to fight, or the way Asta dealt with something, because I, as Sarah, am just a lot more forward, and I don't like lying. Not that Asta does, but I think she gets good at it because she has to save humanity. And I'm just not sure I'd be able to do that. I feel like everybody in my family would know it's the end of the world, and I'd be like, we're all take cover, we're all going down, let's get a plan together. So I feel like in our relationships on the show, we've had a chance to grow and evolve like any cast would, but it's sort of a similar trajectory as our characters would, a little bit of small town growing up together, but then this big world, I don't know, drama and trauma that we've had to endure that bonds you. It's a little bit like you feel closer by being in the trenches with somebody, as they say, back in the time of war. So it's that's what we're talking about. And yet it's a comedy. So it's that's pretty serious. But I think we've done a great job of balancing that in all of our relationships on the set.
Speaking of comedy, Harry is just so absurd in everything that he does, but I think what makes the show work is Asta, and creating that kind of balance and that groundedness, and coming from that honest place. How, especially being around Alan during all of that absurd stuff, how do you keep that honesty and that grounded nature for Asta?
That's a great question. As an actor, I try always to lead with honesty. Comedy or drama, it comes from an honest place. I think the best of us, who are trying our best efforts as actors, are being honest. And I think I've been fortunate to play a character who can't not be honest, but she's not as bold and as brash as me. She's actually quite sentimental and tender and just really, again, a big people pleaser. So I feel like it's been nice to learn from her and to grow with her, but also to feel like I'm seeing her grow. You know, I'm seeing this moment where she's being asked, you know, by her dad, like, what do you want? Where do you want to go? Like, what do you see? And I think it's time for her to start asking those questions. So I think the honesty is whether or not she can by the end of this series. You know what I mean? Like, can she answer that question? I think that's a good place to leave it. Yeah.
What did you feel like you personally from playing yourself?
This was my first time being a series regular, so it definitely changed my life. So I think I'm just going to take gratitude in with me to the next job. Thankfulness for the experience, for the wisdom, for the hope that Asta gave me just for my career, you know. But also, I mean, as a character, as a person, I'm going to take the leather jacket, because I did, and I'm going to wear it to cons because I think that's cool, and it'll be my version of cosplaying myself, I guess, question mark. But I'm also going to take her patience, and that's no pun, you know, on the fact that we live in patience, but she's a lot more patient than I am, and so I'm going to take that with me too. Yeah.
I got my question to myself, but
To piggyback off the piggyback.
yeah, piggyback. So I'm very curious. Was there anything else that you got besides the jacket that you were able to take?
She has this pair of black jeans that she's been wearing since the pilot, actually since season 1, because you guys, in season 1, they were really, really adamant about jeggings. You know what I'm talking about? Jeans/leggings for Asta, and I hated that. So somewhere in season 1, we switched to these jeans that I love so much, and I did take those too. But they were given to me, to be fair. And this bracelet, actually, this was the bracelet that she's had since the pilot. It's a real strong, empowered piece that doesn't have a story, but it is an indigenous artist who made it, and so I always believed that it was something her dad gave to her. And it was something she always wore for protection, and I do that too.
Look forward to your future cosplay.
Yeah, on my own set, right? I got the whole outfit.
You gotta have a sign saying myself.
Yeah, myself. Right. Thanks you so much.